So today we have an interesting comparison. I'm just wondering how the new Xiaomi Pad 6 compares to one of the newest Lenovo tablets, the P11 Pro Gen 2. We're going to compare as much as possible to find out. So let's go ahead and get started. Pricing for the P11 Pro is normally starting around $400, but you can currently get it for as low as $300, and then about $400 for the Xiaomi Pad 6 in the United States. I believe it's quite a bit cheaper in other countries, but I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. Storage-wise, both come with 128 gigabytes of storage, and then you get 6 gigabytes of RAM for the Xiaomi Pad 6. The P11 Pro comes with 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM, both with 128 gigabytes of storage. One advantage for the P11 Pro, you can use a micro SD card for expanded storage. Just keep in mind, not everything is going to be able to save to the SD card, but for photos, videos, other types of files like that, it should be fine. Pretty nice quality displays, but are going to be slightly different. You've got an 11.2 inch OLED display on the P11 Pro with 1536 by 2560 resolution versus an 11-inch IPS LCD display on the Xiaomi Pad 6, 1800 by 2880 resolution. So pretty similar in size, but the Lenovo tablet is just a little bit taller. And when you put these next to each other, you can definitely tell the colors are a little bit different as well. The P11 Pro does have a little bit more greenish hue to it, where the Xiaomi Pad is a little more natural looking, but the colors on the P11 Pro seem to be a little more vibrant and has a little bit better viewing angles as well. The P11 Pro is also 120 Hz refresh rate. The P11 Pro has up to 120 Hz refresh rate. The Xiaomi Pad 6 has up to 144. You can also watch upscaled 4K resolution on YouTube videos and full HD playback resolution on apps like Netflix for both tablets. So sort of personal preference, I don't think you can go wrong with either one when it comes to screen quality. Battery life on these two are really close. The P11 Pro lasted about 7.5 hours. The Xiaomi Pad 6 lasted about 7. So only a half-hour difference between the two in the same test at 100% screen brightness. Obviously, if you turn the screen brightness down, you can get about double the battery life. But if you want the tablet with a little better battery life, you'll want to go with the P11 Pro. As far as charging goes, you've got 33 watts on the Xiaomi Pad 6 versus a slower 20 watts for the P11 Pro. And then software-wise, the P11 Pro Gen 2 is currently on Android 12 as of this video. The Xiaomi Pad 6 is on Android 13, so there will be some similarities, but things are going to look a little bit different between the two. You've got the Google Entertainment Space left of the home screen for the P11 Pro, where on the Xiaomi Pad, you've got Google Discover left of the home screen. And the notification shade is split into two parts on the Xiaomi Pad. It's got the control center up in the right hand corner, sort of like what you would see on an iPad, versus the more traditional all-in-one style on the P11 Pro. You also have productivity mode on the P11 Pro, which is going to be very similar to Samsung DeX. Maybe not quite as good, not quite as polished, but still a nice option to have, where you don't have a similar option on the Xiaomi Pad 6. You can also get the P11 with the Precision Pen 2, but it works better with the Precision Pen 3 in my opinion, if you can find one available. The Xiaomi Pad 6 is going to work with the new Smart Pen 2nd generation, so pretty nice options if you're into drawing, taking notes, or if you just want to use them for moving around the software. The Precision Pen 3 charges on the back of the P11 Pro. The Smart Pen Gen 2 charges on the side of the Xiaomi Pad. It's probably going to come down to personal preference on which one has the better software. But one advantage with the Xiaomi Pad is you've got 3 years of major software updates versus only 2 for the P11 Pro. Performance-wise, these are actually really close, as you can see here by the Geekbench scores. Slightly better on single and multi-core scores for the Xiaomi Pad, but then a little better on compute scores for the P11 Pro. The P11 Pro has a MediaTek Companion 1300T processor versus Snapdragon 870 in the Xiaomi Pad. Both of the versions I have come with 6 gigabytes of RAM, and sort of a similar story when it comes to gaming. They're going to be fairly close. Both tablets played games like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9 fairly smooth. It may just come down to which games you're playing, because I feel like most people are going to enjoy gaming regardless of which one you go with. Now you're not going to get a headphone jack on either one, but the good thing is you've got 2 speakers on each side with Dolby Atmos, and it's going to be pretty close on which one sounds better and which one is louder. Here's a quick sample of each, just to give you an idea of what they sound like.
But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. As you fade away, as you fade away.
And then when it comes to cameras, usually they're not the best on tablets, but with these two, they're actually not bad as far as quality goes. You've got a 13 megapixel on the back of the P11 Pro and a 13 megapixel on the back of the Xiaomi Pad, and then 8 megapixel on the front for both tablets. You can also shoot up to 4K resolution for video recording on both tablets as well. Here's a few samples of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So depending on what's important to you may determine which is better between these two. Definitely just as close as I was expecting. And if you're wanting a more premium tablet without the extra cost, I feel like these are 2 good options. Hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at these 2 tablets by Lenovo and Xiaomi. I've got quite a few more comparisons I'm working on, so you'll definitely want to look out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.